It's been just over a week since I finished recording the base game of Outer Wilds. It is now time to take a look at the DLC. I did bump into this somewhat accidentally at the start of video 11 on the main series. For the first 10 or 15 minutes of this video, I'd like to just take a quick look at how we get there. So bear with me just a little bit and we'll get there very shortly, I promise. So when I booted up the game for the very first time, there was a message that said there was a new exhibit at the museum or the observatory or something. And I initially thought it might have been here. Looking around at these things that were brought back from outer space, I thought maybe it was there. But it's pretty obvious that it's referring to the exhibit in the observatory here. I've not had the opportunity to watch other people's playthroughs of Outer Wilds yet, but I assume that this was not here in the base game. If it was, I would be very surprised. I mean, yeah, it does say new exhibit, but honestly, as a new player, the context of that is somewhat rubbery. And as per the text, the radio tower here on Timber Hearth was built to receive transmissions from our deep space satellite, and to this day still houses the first ever photos taken of the entire solar system. These photos were made possible by the deep space satellite's unusual vertical orbit that carries it high above and below the plane of the solar system. Thanks to a recent upgrade, the deep space satellite is now responsible for generating the real-time solar system map used by our newest astronauts. I feel like my voice is going and I have barely even started recording. Oh boy. So let's go pay that radio tower a visit. That is basically the very first breadcrumb in the trail. That is the DLC. As we take off going forward, it's just over to our right there. I don't know if this radio tower was here as part of the original release, and or if this campfire on the right was also here or not. I don't know if this was added afterwards. Maybe this is going to be important. I'm not sure. But let me go inside. I have to walk, I can't boost because I left the suits back in the ship. And we see this message which we learn later, using the ship's computer, that is left by Hornfells. I thought it might have been Church or Gabriel or someone, but no, this is Hornfells, talking about the first batch of photos, and they're very excited about how they print out. They look at all of the objects in the sky, and everything looks fantastic. And then they see something very, very strange. That can't be right. That's not even possible. Am I interpreting this photo correctly? What's even stranger is it doesn't show up in either of the other photos. Just this one. And then they send Gabbro to go out and fix it. And yeah, coming back here a second time, or a third time, I don't recall, and taking a look at these photos again, it is clear that the anomaly is this. That shadow on the sun, like an eclipse. And something that I definitely missed is that we need to take a note of the satellite angle. That one's 248, that one's 350, that one is 40. It's not terribly important, but it'll make more sense in just a moment. I'm now going to meditate and go out to the satellite. Okay, Gabbro told us we can target the satellites just like that, and we can autopilot over there. That was something I think I learned in video 6 or video 7, and if you go back to the main series and check it out, you'll see me coming here the first time, taking a look at the satellite, shrugging my shoulders, and then leaving. Well, there's also a log there that I had to read out, but I couldn't figure out what the point of coming here was, and if you look carefully at that video, you will definitely see the black disc on the sun. I did not see it. I swear to dog, I did not see it. I was too busy concentrating on the satellite itself. Alright, let me just get a little bit closer. Ideally, I don't want to knock this off alignment because if we do, we'd lose our map. And I'm just going to hop out here. I'm wearing my suit. Again, don't want to bump into it. But you can see on the side here, you can see a number which I could not figure out the last time I was here. I saw it increasing and I thought, oh, maybe there's something I can touch on here to change the number. But no, it just increases naturally and there's nothing I can do about it. Anyway, when that reaches roughly 40, we are going to see a shadow over the sun. Just having to constantly reposition because the sun is moving along with the rest of the solar system. But yeah, as it approaches 40, we should be able to see the black disk go over the sun. There it is. It's not a true black disk because we can see the stars behind it, but it is definitely a black disk of some description. So for this loop, and I promise I'll cut most of it out, all I want to do is I want to see where this black disk goes. We see it going across the sun here. Obviously this object has a trajectory of its own, but for now all I want to do is spin this loop, just keeping it in the center of the sun like that so I can keep an eye on it against the background that is space. It's not something I can target, but I can target the sun behind it, and I can just try and keep it in the center of the sun. Because at the moment we seem to have matched velocity pretty well, it's not moving. And that's going to be the story of my life for the next 16 minutes or so. I'll let you know if anything interesting happens. Just seeing what happens when I fire a scout at it, and I'm mashing the R1 button, see what happens. Oh, that's interesting. I say that's interesting because the scout has stopped moving. Oh, and now it's completely disappeared. It actually looked like a scout was coming back towards me for a moment. But something has happened to us. I assume firing scouts into that black disk is a no-go. Right, I'm not sure how long it's been, but it looks like that disk is getting larger. I'm trying to keep my velocity matched here. I'll need to put a timer in post, I think, and I'll need to actually look at it in post to be able to determine how long it's been, but it definitely looks like the disk is getting larger, meaning that the object, which we sort of know already is a stranger and it is a cloaking field, not a black hole or anything like that, it's coming towards us. I'm trying to keep my distance at 25 kilometers, but that disk is definitely getting larger. To the point where if it eclipses the sun, the music stops, and I'm scared that I may actually fall into it at this point. God, for a game with such simple graphics, this looks amazing. Alright, so I'm going to pull away from that. And that's going to take me out of the orbit of the elliptical satellite here. We're on this path at the moment, but that's going to take me outside in just a sec. How far out do we need to go? Okay, I can't tell if it's actually speeding up or not. I've been coasting at about 100 meters per second for the last 5-10 minutes or so. And I don't know if it's a combination of the sun just getting smaller the disk getting bigger, both, but it does appear to be speeding up a little bit. That disk is definitely taking a larger percentage than it was before, and I don't know if that's just the sun getting smaller or not. We're a long way out though. We are well out of the sight of the system map there. We can see ourselves for just a frame or two if the video actually comes out correctly, but that's it. Yeah, this thing is speeding up. How far out is it going to get? And can we see the supernova beyond us? Alright, so the end approaches. So we've seen that this thing sort of spawns inside the solar system between the deep space satellite and the sun, but then it leaves. And I think at this distance it's actually going to be safe from the supernova. I'm sure we're going to get a non-standard ending here, not a game over, but we'll get that weird screen where everything sort of electronically fades to black, so to speak, black and blue. I don't know what that means though when we're inside that thing. Are we safe from the supernova or not? Is it just going to give us the same screen when 22 minutes is up? Are we going to get blown up? I don't know. But the behavior of this thing seems to be that it goes into the solar system, and then at a certain point in time, which I can't check for a little while because I'll need to do my editing, it then leaves the solar system. I don't know if that's important or not. Either way, I'm glad I checked that because I was curious. The other thing I'm curious about is, can we actually see the supernova behind us? Because we can see stars. The only thing that seems to be blocked out is the sun. Yeah, towards the end I was having to go up to about 250 to try and keep it in view. Okay, so the supernova is not blocked out by that. I'm guessing that's something coded specifically into the engine so that it blocks the sun, but nothing else. Are we safe here? We are totally safe. It won't help us though. Our memories will still get sent back in time to a different consciousness, and we'll have to do it all over again. And there you can see everything that I cut out. Alright, enough. I will meet you at the satellite again, and this time, we'll go in. Alright, let's go. The first time I saw this, I thought, other than, it being giant steep, that this might be a black hole. But we don't see the gravitational lensing effect around it like we do with black holes and the white hole somewhere over there. And the ship's computer specifically mentions that it's a cloaking device. I went in here, I got inside, I quickly noped out when I realized it was DLC, but it is now time to check this out for reals. Yeah, we still see the stars here, and then everything will go black hopefully, like that. Don't know what that little red spark is over there. Oh, that's not good. I don't think it's the sun or anything like that, but I find that curious. Let's put this ship down. And I've got a feeling we're not going to need it for a while, so I will not bother repairing it. I assume these are definitely not Nomai starships. Error unknown language. I have been thinking about this, and I do wonder if we find enough sources, whether we can actually translate the language ourselves. Or maybe we need an upgrade for the translator. Okay, I have to manually stop it at a certain point to get that to open. It's a wooden structure. Even though what we've seen so far is all metal and whatnot, we see wood and then we see this, which, quite frankly, looks gorgeous. Immediate impression was maybe it's a Halo from Halo or the Presidium from Mass Effect. But who knows what this could be. Can I go back upstream? No, the current is just a little bit too strong. I do see a bridge there though, which may lead me back there. I assume I can't go to the left here? I totally can. Okay, so we can skip that. And again, the currents, is it a little bit too strong or can I get over there? Well, what's happening to my torch? Don't know. I think I can go back over there. But maybe next time I can bypass this and go further down there to that little beach maybe. Where the hell are we? Somewhere new. So as per the start of video 11 on the main series, I basically walked into that building there and then meditated. I'm like, nope, you know what? I don't need to see any of the DLC before I completed the base game. Error unknown language. That seems to be pointing towards the building that I went in. Yeah, I do seriously question whether this thing is going to end up orbiting the eye at the very end of the game. Is that the quantum moon? No, that's Giant Steep. And that's the interloper. And that is... what is that? Is that the Whitehall station? White, possibly. Okay, let's have a look around. You folks are definitely not Nomai. A lantern. Okay, noted. There is a lantern here. I don't know what I can do with it yet. I assume these creatures were reasonably chunky, given that that table is so high. Some sort of chessboard? Anything up there? No. Yeah, I went over there and then I noped out of it all. Thinking about jetpack fuel as well. I've seen that I haven't needed to use any yet. I don't know whether I'll get to refuel it or not. Ooh. The game has taught me to do this, chat. We can rotate that, but I don't know what that does, yes. Okay, so maybe if I cover that, that will interact with the object. Put that thing away. Some sort of tavern? Alright, I assume that is some sort of projector, and I need to get it going here before... Well, I probably need a non-broken lantern for this to work, don't I? There's probably like a film or something in there, and that will rotate it like slide by slide. But the lantern I've got is no good. Okay. Right, so what's the point of opening that door? Other than perhaps just learning how the mechanic works. That seems very important. Again, I don't think this will work. Do we have a working lantern nearby? I wonder if that's going to be a thing. This dam breaking and flooding the area. Another slide reel? Okay. We have 2 slide reels. What purpose do they serve? We're already holding, so I need to drop it and then swap it out with this one very clearly. Although, how do I swap it out now? 1 moment. Yeah, I was afraid of that. So I can see that if I shine my torch here, we're getting a projection showing over there, but that doesn't really help me, does it? Not unless I see... Oh god. What am I doing? I've not played for about a week and I've forgotten the controls. I hate it when I'm correct, chat. We have a very limited amount of time to explore this area very clearly. Okay, let's see if we can access this one. Another device, which I probably can't operate because the place is flooded. I can sort of get close to it, but it's sort of pushing me back. It's a little bit odd. Alright, that's going nowhere. I can go down here perhaps, but honestly I'd rather come in here when it's not flooded. Oh god. Yeah, okay, I'm going for a trip downstream. Somehow I don't think I can jetpack up to there. Is this where I started? It is. So upstream where I originally came in is somewhere over there. Ooh, okay, so I just came from there. Interesting. To be very clear, I have no idea where I'm going, where I am, or what I'm doing. And or if I'm going to die after 22 minutes or not. I thought maybe the dam breaking would have been something very special, and yeah it is, but it's not instant death. Can I get up here? Ah, not quite. If I try harder, I might be able to get up there, but I don't feel like trying right now. Oh. That's hers. Am I dead? No, I'm just going further down. That is definitely our sun, correct? It might be a reflection. Just looking for other planets at the moment and I don't see them. Right, can I tell? Oh my god. This map is confusing. So I believe that's where I started or where I got pulled up and I came in from around there. Yeah, that looks very close to where I was fiddling underwater a few minutes ago. With that little thing that wouldn't rotate. Okay, our sun's over there. So what am I looking at there? I do not know. What I want to do though is follow this around a bit more and see if it actually loops back all the way to the stars. I think it will. Like up there I can sort of see, oh fuck, what the hell just hit me? That's super unfortunate. Simply because I don't know how long the time loop is and or how it works in here. I would have much preferred a natural death and not being electrocuted. Damn it. Right, let me do one more loop and I will cut this video because I do not want it to go more than an hour. Honestly, I don't mind if they go over an hour, but towards the end of the previous videos, yeah, it was getting a bit too much. Yeah, we know about launch codes. We've actually seen this. We can use the ship log to set destination markers for locations you've visited before. It's a brilliant feature, and we can tell him about that, and he criticizes us. Ah, Slace, if only you knew that you and me died 390 years ago. If only you knew. So now I can actually have a good look at this stuff because I'm playing the DLC. We're taking a look at the Stranger, a massive artificial ring world hidden within some sort of cloaking field. It does not appear to be Harthian or no Mayan in origin. Let's mark it. we have the River Lowlands, a low-lying region near the entrance to the Stranger. There are wooden buildings along the banks of the river. Yep, that's what we were just looking at. Alright. Can I just autopilot there immediately, or do I need to actually select it? I need to select it like that, don't I? Yep, autopilot is doing nothing, but if I do this, and then push up, it will take me there. Yeah, it really does look like it's hovering there. It is not moving. That thing is not moving at all. But after a while, after a certain amount of time, which I will check, I promise, it starts moving away from the sun. Oh wow, look at that entrance. And is it me or is it much more well lit now? It seems to be much more well lit than it was previously. Interesting. Let's go inside. Grab my seats before I forget. That's a different entrance. Okay, that's a massive concern. I assume that is a dam, and that's potentially the house or the building or whatever you want to call it that housed the projection units. And I can't actually move this thing, which means I need to go swimming. Yeah, if I go across here, that dam is going to break. I want to be nowhere near it when it happens. Yeah, okay, I get it now. This is the other entrance. I got it. And that just takes me down into the river. Understood. First mystery solved. Have I accomplished anything? Absolutely not. So I assume there's no lantern in there or anything that we can use. I can go down here, but that really doesn't do anything for me. Yes, we have this building on the left, which has 2 slide reels, but no lantern with which to illuminate them. Possibly have a path there, which I can check out. I feel bad that I'm burning all my fuel to start with, given that I don't think there's going to be any way of replenishing it. And this door, what purpose does that door serve? If anything, it lets light in, which seems bad. Can I get over there? Not from here, okay. I can if I do that. Nothing there. Could possibly get up there, but again, I don't know if it's worth trying. It's just a bit too high, and the way it's designed is making me think that you're not supposed to get up there. Alright, so let's go down river a bit. I can check out that building again, perhaps. What is this? It's like another little... what would I call them? It can grab the rafts and pull them up. Lovely. There's ghost... oh, fuck. There's ghost matter here as well. Oh, Jesus. Fucking lovely. So if there's ghost matter here, this thing must have been here for a while. I don't imagine it will just arrive here and then get coasted in ghost matter. Hopefully. What about underneath this place? I can go through the floor, but I'll need to burn some fuel. Right, we have a ship log updated, and oh god. Yeah, the top of that table is dangerous. Wow. Right, so I'm here, but I don't understand why my ship log has updated, other than perhaps to say that there is a house here, and it is coated in ghost matter. Which means maybe it's part of the same energy source as was sensed by the interloper, perhaps. Maybe. Ooh. Okay, never mind, we have an artifact. Both of which look very much identical. Okay, noted, noted. Let's get out of there. Alright, so that happened last time as well. There was like a little flutter or flicker in my torchlight. I think it would have happened around the same time. Maybe that's a sign of something. A sign that the dam is about to break, or there's some sort of interference, or something to do with the time loop, perhaps. Don't know yet. I dare say we'll find out. Let's go over this way and see if we can check out this hut before it gets flooded. That poster there, is that the same as what we saw earlier? Yeah. We ain't reading that. Oh, maybe I can read it if I'm holding the artifact. Is it too late to check? Burning through all of my fuel. No. Okay, I may as well hang on to this thing. So I've been over this bridge. This is where I went on video 11 back in the day. We checked out that building. There's a bunch of projectors and slide reels in there. That thing's about to burst and it's going to make exploration a little bit trickier. I went in here and I noped out. What is this place? A place with lanterns, okay. That seems like a very good starting point for next time. What do we see here? We saw those horn figures in the pictures over in that hut over there. So it's this race. They are in a water world, which very well could be this place. They learned how to fish. They learned how to bake fire. They saw a world with rings around us, I don't want to say assassin, and then they set off to go to that world perhaps. We have lanterns though, that is a positive sign. So next loop I can just come here, grab a lantern, quickly go into there and try and figure out what's up. That thing... Oh, hang on, I've got focus and conceal. What is that? Don't know yet, but let me go back over here and check. Right, so I don't know what the purpose of that is just yet. I would love to see this damn wall break. And just looking here, it looks like there might be a way to get up there. And then go up there and get onto the damn wall, perhaps. There's a raft there. That looks like a device for lifting up the raft. Yeah, there might be a way up to the damn wall. I mean, that's got to be important, surely. What happened last time? Basically, I went down here. I think I died somewhere around here. I ran into some electrical cables here. Probably those. If I can get there, I would love to check that out. Can't see what's behind this building at the moment, but I would think that there's maybe a building or two on the other side of it just behind me. Let's see this thing break. Any day now. I'm not cutting this part out. Any day now. Come on, break. You can do it. The thing is, it's going to increase the water here, but it's going to lower the water behind there. So other areas here may become accessible. At least I think that's how water works in the real world. I don't know if that's how it works in the Outer Wilds cinematic universe. That's really cool. I'm assuming those wooden planks despawn. Right, so we are still above water here. We have another raft coming down. That was the one we saw earlier. Yeah, you can see that little path there is exposing itself. I say that as I'm gently being washed away and not realizing. Okay. What can I do now? I really do want to die a natural death so I can understand how the loop works here. So on this side, the side with the green fan or whatever it's called, we can see the solar system. The sun's hiding behind that little blade at the moment, but it's definitely there, promise. There's Quantum Moon, which we can't hear inside here. The Hourglass Twins, and whatever else is out there. Alright, so let's keep looking around. I think I need to get back into water, unfortunately. I can probably jump over there, but I'm not getting up there. Oh, how far down does this go? Also, are there anglerfish here? I sincerely hope not. Okay, I can go up there at least. Or can we? If I can go up there, it is very, very tight. Oh God. Burning so much propellant. And oxygen will not help me here. I can get up there, but I basically have to do a full propel to get up there. Hold it down and then hold X until it stops boosting. Alright, there was a tower beyond this rock here. Yeah, there it is. If I can get here a bit sooner, maybe this will be a bit more intact. Let's check out this place first. I'll need less fuel for that. Also, somewhere I dropped the artifact and I forgot to pick it back up. Oh, that looks sus. What is that doing here? Right, but that's saying... Oh my god. So this is a completely different race to the Nomai. And yes, they came up with almost exactly the same symbol to define the Eye of the Universe. Alright, that's actually very comforting. We have jetpack fuel. Although, look at that design. It's compatible with our suit though, so I'm not complaining. Another species that worship the eye, perhaps. We have fuel, so let's go check out this tower. We've got a building over there. We've got a bunch of sunken buildings here, which may or may not have stuff in them if I get here sooner. Don't know. Find out later, perhaps. Let's check out this tower first. No distractions. Check out the tower. More lanterns. Okay, so the images, I believe, are in a different order. No, they're different images. We definitely saw the one... Or did we? Oh. I don't recall if the planet was on the same one as the boat. It may have been. I definitely recall this one here. That was fairly standard. That's what the first one looked like. I mentioned fishing on the second. The third and fourth, I don't remember. Third one, they figured out how to use fire. The fourth one, they're just sort of looking out to the stars. And the fifth one, yeah, okay. So these are exactly the same images that we saw in the other building. The other one which also had a sign pointing to it with a language that we can't read. Let's go check out that building ahead of us, if we can. It's in the base of this mountain. Another broken lantern. Do I have time? I probably do. Ah! Damn it. That's on me. I should have let the jetpack recharge a little bit more. Let's grab one of those. plug you in here. Yeah, I heard that. Can't tell if that's electricity that's going to kill me or something else. I mean, if that thing just went tumbling, then it's likely this place is next. That is, if the supernova does not take us out first. Right, so I don't see any slide wheels here. I can do that, but that does literally nothing. But I can see at least 2 here. What have we got? Look at all these pretty pictures, chat. Memorize them and let me know what they show, because I'm not going to remember. I'm definitely going forward here, not reverse, according to the thing up on the top right anyway. So what, they light something, and then a chain appears around something. A pillar? Don't know. Right, so there's a supernova outside going on right now. Are we going to get the blue fade out? There we go. I get why it's ending like that, but I've got to be honest, I'm a little disappointed that we don't get any, I'll call it, unique ending on the Stranger. Like, we don't see it collapsing, we don't see it getting washed away, that sort of thing. It makes total sense though. Right, this video is going to be a short one, I promise. I need to do my editing and see exactly what's going on with the times. But let's take a look at the computer before we quit. We have the Cinder Isles and a sealed vault. I found several ornate metal artifacts inside a workshop surrounded by ghost matter. We can pick those artifacts up, and we have a conceal and something else, an expose function? I'm not sure. But we can definitely use that artifact for something. Don't know what. That is in a building that is surrounded by ghost matter, and we can get in there by going underneath it and boosting through the floor. The Cinder Isles. A pair of small rocky islands connected by a village of stilt houses. I found a large metal symbol for the Eye of the Universe inside a burned out building. And it looks like a different symbol for the Eye of the Universe. It's not quite the same. The external looks similar, but if you look at the interior around the actual circle in the center, it looks different. I'm guessing that is a Nomai versus whatever this species is thing. The fact that they used something which even remotely resembled the same symbol though, that is something. That makes me wonder if they and or the Nomai knew more about the Eye of the Universe than they were letting on. A slide reel. Oh wow, we actually get a GIF here. Holy crap. A slide reel from the Cinder Isles showed a glowing symbol and chains appear around a strange vault. It's a vault. I thought it might have been a door or something. We see these creatures though. What are they? Are they friendly? Are they alive? Don't know. But once again, I dare say we're going to find out. Right, I think that will do it for my first video for this series. Next time we'll go back there, we'll definitely go into the first hut, we'll take a look at those slide reels and see if there's anything new there, and we will continue exploring the stranger. Back in a sec.